Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation, and release the rest to the universe. I made such bad choices and I deeply regret all of them. Well, this person needs to be going through this at the moment, and they have so many regrets of all of the poor choices and bad decisions that they made along the way for you, for the two of you, actually. And what are some of these bad choices? Well, they regret ignoring you when you needed them. They regret pretending not to care about you when they really, truly did. They regret not spending more time with you. They regret not being open and transparent with you. They regret making other plans when they knew that they had plans with you and they should have been there for you, but they weren't and chose to do something else instead. They regret not making you and this relationship more of a priority. They regret running away. They regret the silence because they know all of this are things that have hurt you very deeply. And it's hurting them as well, which is why they're able to stand or sit there and say, I screwed up, and I really regret all of it. And I am hoping that you're going to allow me an opportunity to explain all of this to you, because I want to give you full disclosure, and I want to be fully transparent with you about why I did the things that I did. The love I feel for you is so intense that it made me feel like I was losing control. Well, that can be why someone can make bad choices, right? Definitely be why someone chooses to run away. Because this person couldn't deal with what they were feeling. The emotion, the love, the intensity, the chemistry, the passion. It was so much for this person. It was intense. And so what did they do? They tried to gain control. And how do you gain control? Well, you do that by making bad choices, obviously, for starters. But you also do that by being hot and cold, by being off and on, by pushing you away and then pulling you close, by making you feel confused. All of these are things that someone will implement when they are trying to control what is happening. Running away, shutting down, all of those things are elements of control. And so when someone feels that they're overwhelmed with what they are experiencing emotionally, especially if they are not comfortable with their emotions, they will try to regain control by limiting the flow of time they spend with you, by limiting the flow of the energy that goes back and forth between the two of you, leaving you in this place of confusion and devastation, and probably a lot of frustration as well, especially because you could see what was going on with them. And you perhaps even tried to share that with them, but yet they had to gain control no matter what. But they see now that they should have just gone with it, that they should have just allowed their feelings and their emotions to flow back and forth between the two of you. There's no excuse for my behavior, but I want to explain it to you now that I have more insight, and they are correct about that. There is no excuses, because there's only choices, right? And they chose poorly. They did not make the best decisions, and they regret that now. But also they want to explain all of this to you now that they do have more insight into themselves, now that they do have greater self-awareness, now that they have had some breakthrough and epiphany moments and see things now better than they ever have before. That is their insight, that they should have done things so differently, that they should have made better choices, that they should not have run away, that they should have just allowed the feelings to flow, that they should have allowed this relationship between the two of you to grow and evolve naturally, instead of constantly tapping on the brakes or slamming on the brakes and then coming back and doing it again, making you guys feel like you were just in this place of you didn't even know what the heck was going on because you were confused and frustrated with what this person was doing. But they want to explain all of this to you. They're going to own the things that they've done wrong. And that as well, I feel, is something that is so very important, that this person be accountable. And they will be, because they see and they understand now so much better, because they have more insight. They have more perception. And they are seeing things from a fresh perspective, which is definitely something that's helping them as well. But let's see what else is coming in, please. I have recurring dreams about you. When I'm awake, you are always on my mind. Well, your person is dreaming about you a lot, and they do enjoy those dreams. They do enjoy connecting with you in that 5D space. But it is causing them as well to want to connect with you in the real world, in the real living, breathing world where we all are in this 3D space. Dreams of you bring this person comfort. Sometimes these dreams that this person has about you are so real that they think they are real, that they think you were actually there with them. They wake up and they realize that you're not, and they get confused because you aren't there, because some of these dreams are so real. And you guys know what it's like, right? Do you have recurring dreams about them? Those dreams will come off and on. For some of you, perhaps you don't dream or you don't remember those dreams. But we remember them when it is necessary for us to remember those dreams, because they do give us insight into what's going on with our person, letting us know where they are on this journey back, what they're going through, what they are experiencing. And sometimes that will come as symbols in dreams. We can't always understand it right away when we wake up. Sometimes it will come as words that you hear or that you feel within, more like a wordless energy exchange, although you do gain information from them. But also it's just about an exchange of energy in that, well, passionate way. But what else this is saying is you are always on this person's mind. They can't stop thinking about you, no matter what they do. And that is why they are saying, I've really made some bad choices here. I have really screwed up. I made wrong decisions. And I want to make amends for that, because I want the opportunity to come back. And I want the opportunity to be real and transparent with you. But we are going to use some tarot cards now and see what else is coming in for this message. Let's see what we need to hear. What is Spirit sharing with the collective today, please? The World. Well, this person does want to start over. The World tells us that from every ending comes a much more powerful, fresh start. And this is what this person is hoping for with you. The World represents as well the end of a cycle. In the Tarot, the World, that is the last card of the major arcana. So it begins again with the Fool, which is number 0, which is about the reset. Let's reset all of this and let's do it right this time. We are approaching the end of this cycle that you are currently in with this person, because the World has been coming up quite a bit here on Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot, and telling us that, yes, it is time for the next chapter, for the next phase. It is time to get moving again with a beautiful new beginning for the two of you. But the World is also about the attainment of all of our desires, the things that we want, the things that we wish for, the things that we pray for. Happiness, balance, tranquility, joy, peace, abundance, and this unconditional love as well is part of the World card. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, that is the 2 of Pentacles that was bound and determined to come flying out of the deck onto the table. So yes, we are going with that, because that is a message from Spirit that this card needs to come out. And that's how we roll here on Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. We just take whatever flies across the table and run with it, because obviously there's a reason this needs to come out today. Well, the 2 of Pentacles is about change. And this person wants to bring these changes into this relationship by no longer making bad choices, by being a better communicator, by being there for you, by not taking you for granted, by no longer making excuses or trying to make excuses for bad behaviors, for words and actions that were perhaps toxic, for dysfunctional messes as well. This person does not want to bring any of that back into this relationship with you. But the Two of Pentacles is a card of balance. Your person acknowledging that they allowed themselves to be way off kilter when the two of you were spending time together because they did feel like they were losing control. So let's just slam on the brakes and let's just create chaos. But what this is really telling us as well is that as this person returns, there's going to be no more chaos, no more confusion, no more of the slamming on the brakes, just going with what they feel in their heart, going with what they know and believe in their soul. Two of Pentacles as well is about the turnaround, which is interesting coming next to the World, telling us that things are about to start getting different. And it is high time for these things to get different as well. And you guys watching the reading probably feel that exact same way. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? And the Two of Wands. Okay, all about this balance happening here, moving forward. But the Two of Wands, I do love the Two of Wands because it is about your person doing something. No longer just thinking about it or contemplating it or overthinking about it or overanalyzing it or getting into analysis paralysis over it, but actually taking charge, taking control of the situation to make something happen between the two of you, because they do want to show up and they do want to explain so much about their behaviors, about why they shut down, about why they abandoned this connection, about why they ran away, about why they pretended that they didn't care about you when you can tell that this person really did. Your heart and your soul would know the answer to that. Yes, of course, they did, and they do still actually believe what you feel in your heart, guys. Don't question your intuition. Go with that first impression. That is where the answer always lies. So trust and believe what you have been able to feel and intuit from this person concerning how they feel about you, because it is spot on, especially in this kind of connection. But the Two of Wands is about your person, bringing the two of you closer together, bringing the two of you closer together emotionally, because they are not going to be afraid of their feelings anymore. They're going to embrace them and they are going to hold on to them because they want to hold on to you. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? And Temperance. Well, Temperance is one of my favorite cards. First of all, because there's always a beautiful angel on the Temperance card. And the name of the deck that we are using for the tarot portion of the reading is one of our decks here at Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. This is Enchanted Crystal Tarot. This is our first tarot deck, actually, and there is a link in the description box below if anyone is interested in these cards. But back to Temperance. Wow. Your person is so aware that there is such a great chemistry between the two of you. They are aware of how powerful this connection is. Yes, it was so intense, and it made them feel like they were losing control, but they want to have that experience again. They want to lose control. They want to stand in this love. They want to experience everything that you and this relationship have to offer them, with the Temperance card showing up. But also with Temperance, it is about your person wanting to build a stronger relationship. For both of you, this is something that you will do together. Togetherness, this Two of Pentacles, this Two of Wands, as a couple, as a team. Building a relationship that is long-lasting. Building something that can go to the end. Building something that is going to make sure that both of you feel that your needs and your desires are being met by each other in this relationship, because with total transparency between the two of you, you will be able to share all of that with each other. Temperance is also about divine guidance, protection, intervention, and divine inspiration as well. And your person getting a lot of heavy doses of that at the moment during this time that they are in this silent space, because that is giving them the ability to have much deeper insight into their thoughts and their feelings about you and their behaviors as well, which they definitely want to explain all of this to you. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. Regrets. Well, this person feels a lot of regret. They regret making such bad choices and horrible decisions. They regret the way they treated you. They regret running away. They regret so much not spending more time with you, not putting forth more energy and effort. They regret not being open and transparent, which is why they are going to be upon their return, because that was part of their controlling mechanism. I'm not going to be open. I'm not going to be transparent. I am just going to run away and then come back, and then go away and then come back. And that is what someone is doing who is trying to control how things are happening. And I feel so bad for all of you that have gone through that kind of experience, because it sucks. But that will not be part of this relationship anymore with this person. They're not going to try to control what is happening. They are surrendering, and they are letting go, and they are letting the universe, as part of that Temperance card as well. Well, this is about your person feeling ashamed and feeling guilty. And they do feel these deep regrets, and they are feeling very ashamed for saying and doing things that have no business in this connection. They have so many regrets for how they treated you, for creating big, huge arguments for no reason other than they were trying to put distance between the two of you by sabotaging this connection. They regret not spending more time with you. They regret ignoring you when you needed them. But now I feel that they really regret the silence, the continued silence. They regret being distant, and they want to get back to all of this because they want to get back to you. And they want the two of you to be able to come together and build this beautiful, balanced relationship moving forward. And I said balance that way, guys, because there are 3 cards out of 4. That's 75%. I can do that kind of math. Well, with the tarot portion, right? 3 cards. These 3 cards are all about balance, equilibrium, reciprocity, where you are equally giving to and receiving from each other. So your person is going to be a very different energy as they return, someone who is loving, caring, giving, so much more understanding, no longer trying to control what is happening either. And here we have facade, putting on a front, people pleaser, hidden motives, weird behavior. Well, this I feel is about your person wearing a mask or many masks when the two of you are spending time together. One of the things that they regret as well, because more than likely you could see through that mask, couldn't you? You guys watching the reading. And as soon as you could see through one mask, they would take that one off and put on another one for some of you, because they weren't comfortable with who they are. But they are having to work on these things during the time that you are away from each other. Because when they return, the mask is going to be gone. They are going to take that mask off and throw it in the garbage and get rid of it, because this person wants to be real. They want to be authentic and transparent with you as well. But let's see what else is coming in, please. What do we need to hear? Getaway. Run away in the sunset. Begin an adventure. Go on vacation. Does anyone have any vacations planned? Any little getaways you've got planned coming up? Because that is here. If this is something that you're figuring through at the moment, if you're trying to sort out if you should take a trip, it is saying to go for it. But also, this is about your person wanting to get away with you. Running away in the sunset in a really cool little van that's got really cool little headlights as well. This Two of Wands is about travel also. Your person wanting to experience lots of different things with you, different places. They want to travel wherever the two of you can go. New places, old places, exciting places, perhaps some that aren't so exciting, but just allow the two of you to just chill and relax and experience each other's energy. Because this person is not going to pretend anymore that they don't care. They're not going to pretend that there's someone they're not. They're going to be real. The mask is coming off because this person realizes that pushing you away by pretending they did not care about you was a bad choice. It was a wrong decision, and they deeply regret all of that. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.